Hey everybody, Steven here, and today talking about a handful of questions that you guys have had and that I've had in regards to the Switch version of Subnautica and Below Zero. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first one has to do with the price. So it's $59.99, and with this you're getting both games, and both games are $30, so that makes sense, but I was wondering if you could get them individually, and so with this you can. So the $59.99 is the physical edition, which it's one cartridge. That was the other question that I had. If it was split on two, it's actually one cartridge. It has both games. But if you didn't want to get the physical copy, you could get the digital copy off of the Nintendo eShop, and then it would just be the $29.99 each for the games. So you're not held to buying the physical copy. If you wanted to get the digital, you could go that route. But like I said, with the bundled version, it is actually on a cartridge in terms of both games being on that, so it's not separate, which is really nice. So next question I had, and I had seen some people ask this, and it was in regards to the price, which was, is Nintendo setting the price or do they have a say in it? And they actually have a say in this. So they tried to set the price that was going to be fair for all players on all platforms, and they think the $29.99 price point for them individually is a great value for either game. So, and I agree with that. I mean, it's the same price that you're going to pay on Xbox, PlayStation, Steam with this. So we have, and I actually kind of like, I just melded all those answers together. So you can buy the physical copy for the $59.99. You have the single cartridge with that with both games. You're not held to that. You can buy both games separate on the eShop if you wanted to. Nintendo isn't setting the price with this. They actually set their own price. And then the next one was support. So will this continue to have support post-launch? And are they going to dedicate a handful of team members to doing that, not only on the Switch but on all the games? Now, Switch being a new platform that they're going to launch this on, one of the things that they've mentioned is that all of the upgrades to everything that they've been doing for this version, the other Xbox and PlayStation versions are going to get the PC version. It's going to get that. So all the, and one of the big ones that I've seen is actually in regards to the draw distance and how they do that. So all the little things that they've been working on for this game, we're all going to get the benefit with that. And that was really my question. Hey, now you're going to launch it on this new platform. Maybe there's bugs that come after launch that you didn't know about, not only for Subnautica, but for Below Zero as well. Are you going to continue to look at those bugs, fix those bugs and things like that? And they are going to do that. So they're going to evaluate them as they come up and push out bug fixes and other updates. So they definitely continue, they plan on continuing the support for this on the Switch, but on all of the platforms as well, just because they want obviously the best user experience with this. Now they are moving on to another game. I've talked about that before on other videos, which will be more of a turn-based game. Think XCOM for anybody that knows that game. So curious to see actually post-launch, and this is coming out May 14th, as everybody knows, on all platforms. Post-launch, I'm assuming they're probably going to take maybe a month or two potentially until they announce whatever the new game is. I don't know. They're still keeping that under wraps. I don't have any answers on that. I am curious to see what it looks like. Is it in the same world or not? Are they actually leaving this? Because for anybody that knows, is it Natural Selection is the other game that they have, which is more like a multiplayer first-person shooter game. You have the first one and the second one, and they still support the second one, by the way, on Steam. But with that, it's actually set in the same world. So Subnautica takes place in the same universe as Natural Selection. So curious to see if the next game actually still takes place in this universe or not. And then down the road, potentially, they said they're leaving the door open to come back for another Subnautica game. But that's going to be it. Hopefully I answered some of your questions. These were the more common ones that I had seen with this that I wanted answered myself. But are you guys excited for the Switch version? I know I'm going to be getting most likely the physical edition, and I'll be taking it on a trip that I have coming up in June, so I actually get to play it while I'm on my trip. So very excited about that. But let me know what you guys actually think in the comment section with this. That's going to wrap this one up. If you liked the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.